Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Pearls of Wisdom. Today, we're going to talk about healing with Katharina
and Suchada.
And Navasit.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay. I think recently, people are searching for healing, and also they want to become a healer. So, yeah, can we all become healer? I mean,
Yes.
heal other people. Heal other people.
Not to heal other people, but to heal yourself. Okay, so first of all, understand healing. What is healing? The word healing itself includes holy. Holy, whole. That means wholeness. And when we are healed, that means we are wholly connected with all our bodies we have. Now, the only body we can see is here, our physical body. I can see my everything, I can touch it, but I cannot see, for example, my emotional body, but I still can feel it. I can feel angry, I can feel happy, whatever. So I know it exists. And I know about my mental body because I can think. I cannot see it, but I can think. So I have three bodies that are clear for me that I have already. So healing means that these three bodies are in harmony, aligned. But then we have more. We have our spiritual body. And in fact, what we are seeing is definitely not what or who we are. So healing always starts on a subtle level. We can ease a pain, or we can dress a wound or whatever, or we can trigger chemical reactions in the body. But in fact, this has nothing to do with healing. So we could say maybe healing is one thing, and what generally allopathic medicine is doing is curing. Like you cure something, you shift something, you change some chemical things. So a healer is actually, everybody's supposed to be a healer. Nobody can heal you. And we've been talking about all that symptoms and how we get there in the other series I have, the healing power of illness. But when we talk here now in a really personal way, what can I do to heal? What can I do to help others to heal? You can ask this question: help others to heal, but not heal them.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, okay. So because once when we have, like, we talked about that in astrology and in many other videos already, that generally a person is not aligned to their life purpose. So for example, if you're aligned to your life purpose and you do what you're supposed to do, then you're happy with what you're doing. That means that we just talk about these three bodies now: emotional and mental, and then the physical body. So these bodies are aligned because it's interesting me, because this is what I want to do. Emotionally, I feel well doing it, so my physical body feels well too. These bodies are aligned. But if I have to get up in the morning at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock or whatever, and you already go up like this, oh my God, let it be evening again. Because you hate to go to work, you hate to sit in the car, to stuck in the traffic, to meet your boss, or you have some people there you don't really want to work with. And the work itself does not really fit you either. I mean, it pays your bills, but and you know what happened to your mental, emotional body? They are completely loaded negative. So our physical body go into negativity too. And that's how we get sick. So we can say with absolute certainty that most people are sick. Generally, we can say that people living on the planet in the moment are sick. And that means that they are not aligned with all the bodies. Some people are more healthy or less healthy, but completely healed, wholly, is none of us, and that's okay. Illness is part of our experience that we are here to have, because that's what we signed up. It's the experience. So healing, okay, we can help others, we can help ourselves, and there are many ways. So what do you think? What can you use for healing?
I have a question. So to heal ourselves, we just need to align all these three bodies.
This is part of it, yes. We have first to be aware, no? First thing is awareness. Second thing is like you start to figure out what is not in balance. Where are you not happy in your life? Where are you not challenged enough to make something interesting? Now, I mean, look at millions of people, they work at some kind of something, doing a couple movements, bang, doing a couple movements, bang, you know, kind of the whole day. Why is that? Just, it's horrible. This is putting people in a trance, in a living death. They are not really out there. They are just making this completely automatically. And a lot of people in our world have to do that, and this has to change. Because how can you heal? Well, you have to get out. So yeah, generally the rule, whatever it is, if you want to heal yourself, get out of the situation you're in. And before you can do that, even you have to realize that you have yourself manifested the place where you are. This is not a coincidence or not the mistake of anybody else out there that you're here. You have at one point, you have made the decisions to get here. So once you can understand that, then of course we have to look at the symptoms. And you know what? We have a fantastic pharmacy. You ever heard about that one called nature?
Yeah, I heard the word nature, but I don't know what that means here.
Well, it's nature. Go out. Find everything what we need is out there in nature, because we are nature.
That's the problem. We don't know what we need.
Yeah, exactly. And that's ignorance again. That's again program. We come back here. You're programmed to believe all the bullshit what they tell you instead of having your own experience. Most things that we believe as people is not something we have experienced ourselves, but a program that we have been brainwashed into. I mean, just look at one thing, the whole hoax about global warming. You know what a plant does? A plant does change gases. And if we eliminate one of these gases, I don't say now what it is, you know, all the plants cannot exist anymore. If you eliminate carbon dioxide, the world turns into a desert.
So it's like a harmony.
Exactly. And the little bit what we could save pollution wise is 0.000 whatever percent of what the air is made of. I have some numbers, I can give them to you, but Daddy published it some times ago too. But anyway, it's very important that we know that we are made of nature. Our body is made of nature. So all the keys for our body to heal is physically already existing in nature. Then we have to get in harmony with the mental and emotional bodies. So what do we have to do to heal ourselves, to get better, is first change the environment that drags you down. Go out and have fun, go swimming, do your hobby, whatever you like. Start to do that. Quit your job, sorry that one, but that's something that also I had to do, whatever. And start to become creative with what you want to do. Align your whole being to be vibrant again, to be happy again. And you know, this is also what will happen in the time to come, because people will not need so much stuff anymore anyway. Just imagine all the junk food. When you go shopping, when all these shelves are empty, you have to go back to the market. You won't find much anymore in the supermarket. That's part of the healing. Stop eat all that bullshit that is full of GMO, MSG, etc., processed sugars and all that stuff. That's poison. Yeah, so your daily diet helps to poison you every day. But that's another step. How can I heal myself? And you cannot, now this is a very good sample, you cannot heal anybody else. You cannot eat for another person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how can you heal somebody? You cannot. That's why I said in the beginning, what we can do is figure out how to help others to heal. And this is again, then you can become a teacher. You can show people how to prepare, for example, more healthy food that is not spoiled, that like to use herbs again, different herbs. Each herb has a medical property in our food. Food is medicine, medicine is food. So this is, for example, something that how you can become a healer. And then we have also like, you know, about Reiki, about healing with energies in the hands. Everybody can learn that. We all function on energy.
But for those Reiki and energy healing, so
Reiki.
Yeah, let's say the patient, the one that they do the Reiki with, they heal themselves or we heal them.
How can I say that? Okay. Imagine you have a machine that runs on electricity. Now, suddenly you have less electricity. There is a problem with the electricity and the machine doesn't run well. So what you have to do is put the electricity up again and the machine works again. That's what you do with Reiki.
We just help them to activate themselves.
Very good.
Wow.
We just, because when we help, energize them, it means that we need to have more power, more energy to share.
But it's not you. You're not supposed to use your own energy when you do things like that. And this is all kind of healing with energies. Never use your own energy. Never, ever. So either when, for example, we can also use with color, we can use with sound, whatever. We can make sound, we can send colors through our visualization, see the other person in the color, so on. And this all is a part of energy, but we link it to our next connections to the source energy. That means if you want to do something like that, that's why you connect with your higher self or whatever you call it. Or for example, sometimes when I use my hands, my right hand is the hand that is giving, my left hand is the hand to receive. So I have the receiving hand and the giving hand, and the energy flows through me.
It's like a media.
Yes, yes. It's kind of, you can compare it to these little water heaters, you know, you have in the bathroom. Cold water comes in, you turn on the electricity, hot water comes out. And this is more or less what you are, because you bring in the cosmic energy and you put it in the, you transform it into the human temperature, we can say, and put it into that body. So you will, many people have customers like this, because you come, say, every Thursday, you go to a massage or whatever you do. You get healing, you get Reiki, you can do whatever, you have meditation, healing meditation. After the meditation, you really feel good. After that, when you receive this energy, you feel good. It's like I really put up the electricity and you run again on good fuel. And then, because you don't sustain it, it goes down and down and down and down and down. And next week, you need it again. So of course, we can go. I also have a weekly massage. I enjoy it very much. But I don't need that energy, you know. I can kind of I have my energy. Let's put it that way. The person who has a higher frequency of energy cannot really lose it, because the darker, the lower energy cannot move into a higher energy. So that's another thing. But very often, like, the healer has a higher energy, and that's why the healer can give a patient energy. But that is not really what heals that person. It might give a relief of the symptom for the moment, but it won't last if the person who is sick is not working on it, him or herself too. That's why when you look at older people, they get more and more and more and more sick. They kind of go down the flow. You know, already the saying, I go with the flow, means I go downwards, because the flow is down.
So healing the body, is it the same as healing the soul? Do we need to heal the soul?
We need to heal it all. You cannot heal the body alone. For example, for the body, you can make that the pain goes away. If you have a wound, you can dress the wound, and you can put some cream and some stuff to ease the pain or whatever it is. Or there are physical manipulation that help the body to recover better. Like, for example, a body might need rest. You might really need to go and lay horizontal, that the work of the body can be done better, because every time when we in the vertical direction, it's more difficult for the body too. You feel that also. And you need time, you need rest. So it always goes together. So once, for example, if you broke your leg or if you're bleeding, whatever, we are not working on the soul in that moment. We are working on the body. That I need to give that body first care, because that body expires first. My soul is not going to expire, but this body is. So if I want to stay here, I take care of my body. So I go and dress the wound or whatever it is. But then if somebody wants to be a healer, a helper to heal, that means that you help people to understand, and that you look at the symptoms, that you start to study a bit the symptoms if you want to work like that. For example, the lung. If somebody has symptom with a lung, has something to do with communication. because the breathing in and the breathing out is the rhythm that our whole life long is going on. That's the interaction, communication, everything. So when somebody has, like, for example, all the flu and all that thing that's going on usually in winters, is also because the communication is more difficult. And with the communication, the most problem that are, look, when you're in summer, you can go out and you can have more fun. Life is more easy than in winter when you have short days, when it's cold. This is not so much here. But in other countries, this is very significant. That's why there are cases of flu, especially cold in the winter. Because then conflicts are coming up, and these are conflicts, and when it's inflamed, it's an inflammation. The inflammation is not just in the body but also in the emotions and in the head. An inflammation is a fight, is an underlying anger, is always connected with this. So it's okay, it can come out, it's fine. If you decide to resolve that with your body, you can do that. That's part of our free will. It does not mean that we have to be healthy all the time. We learn different things in our life, and during illness we also have our lessons. Like, for example, if an illness suddenly forces you to be quiet when you be active all the time, something happens with you, right?
That pause you a little bit.
Yeah.
Take a rest.
My body just complaining. I'm talking too much.
So we cannot heal other people, but we can help them
To heal themselves.
to
Yes.
recharge, to like reactivate.
You can help them physically. That is the first thing. That is, but you're not the healer if you help somebody physically. I don't know what to say, but this is not the healer. But you are doing something like a nurse, like a doctor, something physically. It's more like your chemical interaction or whatever with the physical body, That's more like a nurse, kind of nursing the body. That's maybe the word that we can use here. So this you can do. In that way you can be somebody nursing other people's bodies, helping. And then the next level is emotion. And emotion and mental body is very much connected, because emotions are usually connected with what we understand and what we don't understand. Generally, whatever we don't understand, what we cannot comprehend, we hate because we are afraid of it. And this is very often that when we have an illness or an emotional problem, that this is going in this direction. So we have to bring this together. We need to understand something, because once we understand, we can work with it. But once it's something we have no idea how it works, what it is or whatever, then we don't know what it is. We back up, and that is where fear comes in. And this is why we are often told just to believe something and not given the right information, because that is always holding us in kind of stress. So this is the whole, we can say, religion based on that. With all that blackmail, if you do this and if you do that, you get in heaven or whatever, a little bit higher or lower, or to hell or whatever. That's not it. And that doesn't help in the healing. So if you want to heal yourself first, observe the symptoms of the body. The body has a very clear language.
I think it's the interpretation that we need the knowledge of?
You know, the problem is that in schools or whatever, people learn the complete wrong things that they cannot use for their lives. I mean, we wasted whatever 10, 20, 30 years, and the knowledge that we should have, we don't. And we need to have spare time and really struggle to get that information. Actually, it is still easier if you buy old books with the knowledge than if you go today and then Google things. You get the mainstream narrative, which is away from the natural real medicine, and it becomes more and more difficult to find something, and more is already into that chemical dependency. And this chemical dependency again is all about money. Our money. And if you know how to heal yourself, if you understand, then you can also understand the different levels of healing. Okay, we have the body, soul, emotion. And once you need something chemical to help you, like the cream for blood or whatever, once the wound is healed, you can stop it. But when you go to see doctors, then once you have for a certain time a medicine, then they want to give you immediately another one and another one. So in generally 40 onwards, people who don't take daily medicine are kind of, are you crazy or what? Because like people when they're especially 50, 60, most of them, they take daily medication. Sleeping pill, headache pill, just like this over-counter stuff already. And this shows how in disarray humanity is. So take care of yourself. It has a lot aspects to it. And you know, be very careful if somebody comes and say, I'm a healer, because already the statement he make or she make shows that this person doesn't really know about what healing is. Otherwise this person wouldn't say it. Because if you understand that you can heal only yourself and not other people, you're not going to tell others I'm a healer. But I tell others I can help you to heal. And this is everything the same with whatever method you use. If you use Reiki or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's always the same.
It's the tools, right?
Yeah, it's all a tool. Yes. And you wanted to know if we can heal ourselves without tool. I think that was, what was the question exactly?
I think we're gonna ask, do we always need tools for healing?
Okay, exactly. No, we don't. But you know, we can say that the more dense the illness, the lowest level of illness needs a lot of tools. And this, we have the physical body. That's the lowest vibration, you know. And the chemical reactions here, we need tools to do all that. We need creams, we need for wounds, we need disinfection media and stuff like that. But on the emotional and mental level, once we can heal our physical body, our own tool is to trust in our innate smart body, that our body knows what we need. And maybe a tool we can mention would be kinesiology, when you work with your muscle to make sure, but this is not really a tool that is outside of you. That tool is within you. It is, we can say, the communication with your innate. So the best thing is, if you want to become a healer, helping heal the world, heal the hologram, then the first step is heal yourself. Puringa, you know that. And then the other thing is to become a helper for to heal the world, to become a helper, to talk to people. To you know, it's good if somebody, for example, is doing massage or whatever, Reiki, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. If people then use their knowledge, so, okay, I'm gonna fill up your stores, your energy stores now, that you can be stronger for the moment. But you need to do this every day. So you start to give them homework. Whatever you do, give them homework, something every day. And if it's just a 2-second breathing exercise, they have to do one thing at least a day. They have to make a new routine, a new routine for their own healing. And you have to tell them that your energy help in the moment is temporary. And even if I can help you in the moment to feel better, I cannot do that the rest of your life. You must get to the point where you can do it yourself.
So like when we do maybe the mandala color therapy, so it's like just like you said, lift up the energy for a moment. But then if we stop doing the color mandala, we need to maintain.
You see, this is a tool now. You can stop to do the colors, but you put maybe the mandala on the fridge that you see many times. And every time you see that healing mandala, that you put your energies, your colors, your form, whatever in, it gives a kind of, there is some kind of communication with this mandala every time you see it. And it might be a moment that you really don't want to look at it anymore, and you put it away and you put the new one. So that is also progress. Or maybe 5 years later, you remember that mandala and you get it out again, and you look at it, oh, now you see something else in it. So in a way, nothing is wasted. But you were asking about tools. Mandalas are fantastic tools to bring the emotional, mental body into clarity. And through that, your physical body becomes harmonized. And you can use any tool. Like on the physical level, as I said, we need tools.
I read your... Okay.
When you're wounded, you need a wound cream or whatever.
Yeah. I read your sharing in the Pearl for Wisdom yesterday, and I saw you show the photo of the crystal singing bowl. So those are the tools too, right?
Yeah, this is sound. For example, crystal singing bowls can be very powerful sound. So this was my passion for many years, and I had really hard time to record those CDs in a high quality tone, that because there are so many overtones. And when you consider a normal CD, I think have 18 bit by bit, and as MP3 is 9, and we had it recorded on 24 on CD. You have different qualities also. So that's why I had those CDs. And because when you listen to CDs, or even if you put it in the computer, but you have to put it on the highest quality, that the overtones are not lost, then this wave frequency will give you healing energies. But at the end, it's still you. For example, there are people in sessions or listen to the bowls and it doesn't anything to them, because they are not near the frequency already, that is so strange, and they don't want to listen to it. Or people who I had in one concert I did once, I had people walking out because I cannot stand that sound.
What happened to those who cannot stand that sound? Their frequency is different, or it's just
No,
perfect?
this sound either is completely disharmonious to their own body. Like people who are always in like modern rapper music and stuff like that, they have a complete different frequency as people who listen to Mozart, for example, right? And when certain healing sounds hit very distorted energy fields, it is felt as pain and you have to go. Or this, if you can go through the pain, it will be harmonized, but it first kind of messes up everything first, which can be very dangerous. It could trigger a shock or a heart attack or something like that, such an emotional turmoil. So I believe it's better to work with more easy methods and slower, because our body functions relatively slow.
Okay.
So for those who playing the crystal singing bowl, it's their frequency sending out the signal. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes. It's not really a signal, it's a wave.
Yes.
It's an energy wave that is coming, right? And if these energy waves are in harmony together, means that this is a pleasant listening, and it means it harmonizes our body. But I know, and also crystal balls, any sound, you know, can be also very bad and destructive if somebody does not use it in the right way and have all the frequency. I heard about one person who is, everybody just plays and the kind of chaotic, you know, all kind of, the balls are not attuned to each other, nothing. And they just play. That sounds very crazy from my understanding.
And what about your flower essence? How
About
can
flower essence is the original Dr. Bach, who was living in England last century, and he died about 46 last century, I think, was the first to develop this method. But I do believe that this method is much older. And that was something that really fascinated me, because I was always quite much aligned to nature. So I started to work with flower essences, and till I came finally here that we make our own Asian flower essences, things like that, because I see the power in them. Now, you were talking about tools. The best tools are always those. I mean, now beside of really physical stuff that we need in the body, is to harmonize your emotions. And this is what flowers is about, the flower essence is about. The moment you harmonize your emotions, then it has a positive effect on the healing on the body. Now we have many, many different emotions. And as you know from astrology, that we have, like, say, general 12 archetypes. So there is like a sharp pain, or a pain like a fist, you know, not like a knife. So just two different pain. So they might not have the same background, the same emotion behind it. So we can find signatures of plants, like, well, these 12 archetypes, you know, we have plants, we have stones, we have many different things that are belonging to the same archetype. And in a way, these flowers are connected to certain archetypes that have to be harmonized within us. So this is a very much more easy way than to, for example, study astrology to understand that whole thing. When we can find, and there are already information about what flower essence can help in a certain topic, which comes from, yeah, fear or anxiety or whatever it is. So this is a very, very effective way, because most people, they still want to see or take something because they are used to, because they're used to the medical system, right? And you probably know about placebo, that a lot of experiments have been made with placebo. This is a tablet that is empty, is nothing inside, but the doctor tell you what it is and you react. 80% of placebo work.
Yes.
That is another thing again, that you see that it's the mind and not the body. So in a way, with these flower essences, and there is no physical chemical stuff inside that is important, it's only the energy. So you make them with sun energy, and you use the different flowers. Some of them we know, but every flower that we can find has a signature, every plant. And if you start to understand how to read the plants, like you read the chart, you can make healing essence of it. So people take it and they have an effect on their emotional body. And this has an effect on the whole spiritual, mental, physical body. Like the chemical remedy in the physical body, I would say homeopathy and flower essences is the true remedy for the emotional body. And it's good to know it, because, you know, for example, you have flowers everywhere. Once you learn how to do it, once you understand to talk that language, to understand flowers, you can make your own essence everywhere you are. And you will always, like the intelligence of the body, the spirit, whatever, you will always find what you need. And then you can see that is the future. We can make our own medicine, but in the future anyway, we won't be sick. We won't need that. So be a helper. Be a helper for people to heal. Be a master, a healer teacher, you know, something like this. But be very careful with people who want you, like I had that. I give you a sample again. I had a guy who came for massage. I did many, many years ago. 40 years ago, I also work as a massage therapist sometimes. And he came every week. And then one day he said, you know, it's so fantastic. Every time I come, I feel so good the first day. He usually came on Thursday. So on that, and then I go into the weekend. And then on Monday, I kind of feel like your energy, like it's draining. And I'm looking forward to Thursday to come back again. So this was a very big lesson for me. And I kind of more or less stopped to do that work. And because I realized what I was is just a gasoline station. Those people who came, I fill them up with energy, and then they go. I mean, it's fine if you want to be that, then that's go. If you feel that is your life purpose, then do it. But I did not felt that does not feel right for me. So see, the thing is, yeah, you have to learn maybe a few methods. This is like we are physical beings in a physical world. So we have also physical duties and things to do. So choose wisely what you want to learn. Choose wisely what you want to spend your time for. We've wasted so much already for bullshit. So now we maybe go a little bit in a different direction. And then when you have certain tools, then you can become a helper. And people realize it, you know, you will attract the people who are ready for real help and not just messing around. Now is the time. Now is the time that so many wake up and have questions they never would have asked 10 years ago. You know that yourself. Definitely. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So, some more?
No, I think you have anything?
It's clear already.
Yeah, it's clear for the healing topic.
Okay, so thank you very much for asking the questions, and for all those who saw the video and are watching us, thank you very much. Please like and share.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye bye.